Alright, so I'll probably have to do the last recipe for the day, and now I'm off. And this time we're going to react to the best 10, oh sorry, the 10 best Dragon Ball Z video games. And it is by Mojo Play. Now, for me, I actually played most of Dragon Ball's games. From the beginning that I actually played was Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z Budokai. That's the only thing my first one I ever played, and even though I missed, even though I missed out throughout the game, of course, for the Dragon Ball, and currently, I actually was focused on, and of course, Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. And I gotta say, man, I'm still very excited about the Dragon Ball Sparkling Zeros, and I can't wait to have fun with it while I'm taking a break, like a lot. And it's probably gonna help me so far. But yeah, so let's just check it out in five, four, three, two.
These are the games that went further beyond the limits. Welcome to Mojo Plays, and today we're counting down our picks for the 10 best Dragon Ball games. Before we begin, we publish new videos all week long, so be sure to subscribe to Mojo Plays and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors.
I had never played it.
The Dragon Ball franchise has not been a stranger to turn-based combat, as we'll see later on, and Legendary Super Warriors managed to pull it off. Despite being on the Game Boy Color, this game boasted some impressive graphics given the detailed sprites and animations, and that music? Whew! It really helps the battle feel a little more intense.
Huh.
With its complex combat and strategy, players can expect to be constantly challenged and forced to think of new tactics. Just don't get discouraged if you lose a few times. We know, the difficulty can be a little bit crazy. Dragon Ball Fusions.
Forgot about that. Never played it, but I think it's on Nintendo 3DS.
Show of hands, who here has done the fusion dance with their friends? No lying now. We know you have.
Yes.
But has it occurred to anyone that not many Dragon Ball games go in depth with fusions? Leave it to Dragon Ball Fusions to deliver an RPG that focuses heavily on fusions. However, for an idea that sounds far-fetched, Fusions executes its concept really well given how much of the strategy lies in who you fuse with and what abilities you're granted. As you might expect, this can lead to some funny looking results, especially with the 5-way fusion. So if you like RPGs, Dragon Ball, and own a 3DS, we're sure you'll love Fusions. Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure.
Never played it.
As one of the rock-solid Dragon Ball titles to hit the Game Boy Advance, Advanced Adventure was a platformer beat-em-up that retells most of the events of the original Dragon Ball storyline. It was impressive for a handheld game, as Advanced Adventure was filled to the brim with content. Once you beat the main story, you could play through it again as Krillin or play through the extra mode where Goku can play minigames to unlock additional characters. Top that off with a versus mode for you and a friend, and a survival mode against bosses, and what you have is a handheld classic.
Sweet dreams.
Super Dragon Ball Z. Oof, we can still feel our fingers cramping from this one. If you're looking for a Dragon Ball Z game with less focus on story and more on fighting, Super Dragon Ball Z has you covered. However, this game is more for players who enjoy fighting games with in-depth combat, like complex combo inputs and a leveling system revolved around collectible cards. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. Some games take time to enjoy, and once you get the ball rolling and start to understand the mechanics, Super Dragon Ball Z becomes incredibly enjoyable and a little addictive if we're being honest. Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku 2.
Never played it, but
Wow, Dragon Ball really rocked on handheld consoles, huh? This action RPG of the Legacy of Goku series picked up where its predecessor left off, while making significant changes and improvements to the formula. The combat featured charged melee attacks, capsules could be equipped to improve stats, and characters were given the ability to transform. Yes, we did say characters, plural. One of the coolest things about Legacy of Goku 2 was that, despite its name, you could play as Gohan, Piccolo, Trunks, Vegeta, and everyone's favorite idiot, Hercule. It's got a good story, deep gameplay, and a hefty amount of replayability. This was the Dragon Ball game your friends would be jealous to have. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
I forgot about that.
It was a dream come true when the first Xenoverse came around. I mean, we can create our own Super Saiyan? Sign me up. While Xenoverse 2 was not a huge improvement, this doesn't mean keeping things the same isn't a bad thing. Along with the familiar combat system and gorgeous visuals, we were given a longer campaign and even more options to customize our characters. Speaking of which, it was awesome to see Bandai Namco hire Team 4-Star to provide voice packs for our characters.
No way! Fine, I'll just kill you all!
If you're a fan of anything related to Dragon Ball, this was the game for you. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3.
I forgot about that.
We love a game with meat on its bones. What made the Budokai game so great was how it managed to make us feel like we were making our own episode of the show, thanks to speedy combat and the awesome hyper mode mechanic. Boasting extravagant graphics for the time, Budokai 3 tops the list for its replayable game modes and massive roster, which features over 40 characters from across Dragon Ball Z, GT, and even the movies. We can't forget the stellar sound design, which makes the game more immersive in how you can almost feel the punches and intense speed of the characters' movements. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Holy crap, this game was the good stuff right here. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 at the time was the ultimate Dragon Ball fighting game. Where do we even begin with this one? Well, for starters, the day and night cycles allowed us to recreate fights from the series. The combat is deep, fast-paced, and intense. Oh, and we should mention that you can play over 100 characters. Some of them even have different forms, adding to not just variety and roster, but more options and moves and playstyles. This was Dragon Ball Z at its finest, and we would love to see a remaster or sequel for the current generation.
Like I said, man, cause they gotta add more. They're gonna add more characters on Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. And I don't know how many are. I don't know how many characters gonna be. But wait, cause I heard that let me check. Cause I heard it's gonna be like, how many are they? Let me show you. 164 characters, and that actually insane. And no wonder it took more deep to it for the Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Yeah, cause Cause I feel like they're gonna take this one to the next level. I'm just telling you.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Oh, I just played that.
From the moment this game was announced, the hype was real, and it more than lived up to it. Developed by the fighting game veterans at Arc System Works, this game brings us the most in-depth fighting system the Dragon Ball series has ever seen. Although a much smaller roster compared to some of the other games on this list, Fighter Z looks towards quality rather than quantity, as each fighter has their own unique playstyle. Now let's not get started on those stunning visuals. They somehow managed to make it look more Dragon Ball than Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. While the controls might take a little bit of time to get used to, this truly is the best Dragon Ball game you can play. Taking place throughout the entire Dragon Ball Z storyline, you will get to relive so many memorable moments from the show and manga. The Saiyan Saga, the Frieza Saga, Cell, Buu, it's all there. And while you will play as Goku for the majority of the game, you will also get opportunities to play as Piccolo, Trunks, Gohan, and many others. What truly makes this title special is how it lets you explore and play in the world of Dragon Ball in a way no other game in the franchise has. Finally, we can live out our own fantasy of becoming a Super Saiyan, just as soon as we can pull ourselves away from fishing for more than a few minutes. Do you agree with our picks? What's your favorite Dragon Ball game?
I gotta say, I forgot about that. I'm gonna try to get it on the deluxe edition or the legendary. I forgot about that. Cause I was actually planning on trying to get it. I was actually planning on trying to get it, but I can't cause I only had to get it the edition parts of it. Cause there's like, there's like a season pass through it, and of course I gotta get the Dragon Ball Fire Z, as well for the season pass as well, because it's more important for me to like get the game, without me being so cheap and all that, cause I am trying to collect a lot of season pass from it instead, so that's only my plan. So yeah, but I was gonna try to collect. Let's see, I want to get Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, and along with Budokai Tenkaichi 3 as well, cause I know that I want to collect wisely, and I have to say I'll have to do this for Akira Toyami, and to like, if currently the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is out, I will play the hell of it, and I gotta say, like, I don't know when it's gonna come out, but we'll see if it comes out in at the end of the summer nor on fall. I don't know. We'll find out sooner or later, I hope. But yeah, man. Let me know. Comment down below, man. What is your favorite Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Z video games? Cause there's a lot of reasons that I always love to play, and yeah. But I'm still focused on getting the Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero if I can. I hope y'all as well, man, because I will be glad to get that game so bad. Like, I'll be playing the hell out of it. Along with Dragon Ball Fire Z, I'll be playing the hell out of it as well. I haven't played that one for a while because I just need to plan on getting the fire packs if I can. So that's the important thing. So yeah. But yeah, man. But I think that's gonna be it for today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and new here. Click the bell notification down below, and I will see y'all next time. This is Tyler signing out. Bye.